Hey Leo, EverlongMystic here. So we are going to get you a message. We're going to see what is it that you need to know. We're going to start with the alchemy of sound astrology to get a topic. And then we'll use Lafruma for advice at the end. Alright, what's the topic for Leo? Those were sneaking out at the top. We're going to take them. Oof. Alright, so we have Chiron. Dang it. Primal wounds. Alright, so we have primal wounds. Oh my gosh, and Eris. Oh no. Moral compass challenges. Classical thrash metal orchestra. Hell yeah, that sounds actually pretty cool. The golden apple of discord. Raw feminine disruptor. Controlled fury, chaotic creatrix. Okay. This is rough, man. Rough. Oh, but then we have conjunction. So it almost seems like we are taking something a little bit rough and tumble here and merging it. We have conjunction, so it's like merging it into something. Merging Moon and Virgo. Empathic luminosity. This is coming to an understanding. Talks about redefining circumstances, voicing changes, retuning. Wow, this is like a whole freaking procedure here. Very cool. Alright, let's get some Lace of Destiny, and we will get some details here. Alright, I've already shuffled these, but I like to give it a quick once over. Alright, for Leo. Leo is merging some rough and tumble with some empathic luminosity. Ooh, take this. Yeah. Okay, we're going to split it twice. Once for this reading, and then the other stack I'm going to use with Lafruma for advice. Alright. Now we split this for the message. Alright, so we have the moon here, and I'm just looking at the image here. I haven't actually really studied the moon, this moon card in this deck. It looks like a jellyfish in the sea, but it's swimming in the sky. There's something unreal about it. And what I do like, though, is that the water is very still. This water is not rough and tumble, and I think this moon is kind of showing a little bit here of like empathic luminosity. It's like you can be heated up, or you can be in pain, or you can be feeling that wounded, but it's weird that sometimes it comes with a certain kind of stillness. And that's what's being shown in this moon card. That's what the spotlight is that's what the spotlight is lighting up here with that empathic luminosity. That's a perfect picture for it. I almost want to just put it right here. Goes, that's where you go, right there. Okay. So we have the memories card here, and that is kind of describing what's going on with the Chiron. The the I mean, I'm focusing on wound here a little bit more than healer, although they both apply because you are the healer. You are healing some kind of wound here with your empathic luminosity. And Eris is just kind of like making it more difficult. It's like it's raw. There's a certain rawness that Eris is bringing to the table here, and I mean that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it needs to be that way, you know. But this is the past. There's something, definitely something going on in the past where you either. I'm just getting a couple things here. It's like on one hand you kind of have to look at the past in order to find the source of the wound, like what caused this, and then go through your process here, merging with your luminosity to heal that, right? But on the other hand, it's like part of you needs to just turn the heck around and face the other direction. It's like because you don't want to stay there, but I mean it's kind of like a judgment call. Because there's this thing called now, the now moment, right? All right. So we have the blind alley coming up next. This this is that feeling of being in over your head. Oh my God, what did I do? What did I unleash on myself by myself? You got this, Leo. You got this. I mean, it's like what's that poem of the Jack be nimble, Jack be quick? It's like just replace that with cat. Cat be nimble, you're the cat. You're gonna be nimble, quick. You're gonna clear the sharks in your own mind. You're gonna clear them. And you will be free. You have the balloon. You absolutely will be free. Freedom. All right. Very cool. All right, so you're gonna make it through. You're gonna make it through this. Check you out. Oh, so like you got some fancy now you got some fancy swimwear. Some fancy swimwear. You are kind of pulling in the whole entire element of water, which is nice because we were just talking about that. It's like being able to swim freely in your emotions, right? Whether they are the good kind, the bad kind, or whatever. There are no bad ones, but you know what I mean. Like, whether it's super light, super dark, whatever, it doesn't matter because you are voicing changes. You have this empathic luminosity and it's shining from within you. It's amazing how much more free. Look at that. So we've got this balloon of freedom in the center here, right? And on either side of the balloon, it's like telling you the difference in the feeling of it, right? On one hand, you've got this cat trapped on a barrel, surrounded by sharks in the water. Severe lack of freedom, right? Not very freeing at all. Desire to be freed. And then you have this, where you are like at one with the water, and you can go wherever you want and take your light with you. Very, very free. And then we have the solitude. Look at you. There's a certain like feeling of accomplishment that you get when you accomplish something on your own. Like I did this, Sometimes we look over that. It's like, look what you've done. Like that's a perfect example of looking back. Like, You don't notice your progress. You really don't. It's like the pot that boils with the frog in it or whatever. It's like you don't notice the changes until it's like, whoa. But you can notice these things that you've done yourself, the progress that you've made, just by looking back. So let's get let's get some La Fruma advice for you. This does not have to be related to the whole previous part of the reading. I'm leaving it open because it's general. So just general advice for Leo. General advice for Leo. Ooh. All right. You gotta hang true, Leo. Hang true. So hang true talks about sacrifices. It also asks you to ask yourself what is actually precious to you. It almost feels like you are on, like you've put yourself on this little fish hook, like you are the little fish hook going, okay, I'm going down into the waters. Oh, look at that. So we have, all right, cool. So we have Bifrost, The Journey Home, number 77. This is the Rainbow Bridge. It's really, really cool. I love this card. Peaceful vibrations, bridging worlds and all journeys leading to the same destination. All of our leaves lifted by the solar wind and sailing home, charted by stars to birth once more with the sacred Yggdrasil tree. Welcome home. Being at home, this is being at home with yourself. And I've gotten that message a few times over the years, just about feeling at one in your own skin. You know what I mean? It's almost like this is the destination. Home is the destination. And here, this is how you got to be willing to dive in, right? Like grip it. You got ice, Issa, you got it gripped, right? It's like grip it. Hold on and let yourself go in if you need to. This is that first step. Newly born, frightened first step. Primary motion so uncertain. It's almost like it's describing the feeling of whether you want to try, you know? Don't give up, Leo. All right. So we have Taurus and the maze. That's interesting. It's about you deciding. You decide. You decide, Leo, because I don't know, I forgot what popped in my head when I was just kind of focusing on Taurus, but this together here, Taurus and the maze, I know what it was. It was like the bull didn't want to go in the maze. And it's your decision. Like, you choose, right? It's like remember, the center of everything here on the table is the balloon, which is freedom. Freedom for you. And that includes freedom of choice, right? You can choose whether you go in the labyrinth at all. You can choose when you go into the labyrinth. And the labyrinth, this maze, right? That's that's the dark wounded waters, right? That's the that's the chaos. That's the challenge. What it's your choice. You don't have to do any of that if you don't, if you're not ready, or if you don't feel like you want to, or I mean it's up to you, right? Solitude, it's you. Sometimes the time isn't right. It's not the right time, the right space, the right energy to to dive in and merge things and do alchemy, or you know what I mean? And sometimes the time is absolutely right. So don't bully yourself into thinking don't bully yourself into thinking that you have to heal right now, or you know what I mean? It's more sacred and it's more personal, than that. It's not just a word you use, you know what I mean? All right, so Leo, this is your message. um Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, Leo.